Welcome back to learning about feminine and masculine energies part 2. In this video, I'm going to focus on some beliefs that happen in society around feminine and masculine energies and where this has gone wrong. Weekly fans, welcome back to another week at Your Self-Love Coach. And for those that are new here, my name is Alicia Workman. I'm the founder of Your Self-Love Coach, and my videos are all about relationships, dating, self-love, and much more. If you're wanting to live a happier and better life, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my weekly uploads. And so now the feminine and masculine energies. One of the things I've noticed about relationship and dating coaches is that when it's talked about masculine and feminine energies, they're talking about characteristics of a masculine or of a feminine. And those characteristics go back a long way in the past. But what I can see here is that there seems to be an unhealthy and a misunderstanding of what masculine and what feminine is. Essentially, what is happening in a lot of the information given out is that masculine is on an extreme and feminine is on an extreme. And so, for example, when we hear about feminine energy, a lot of women will think about being somebody that can be walked over, having no boundaries, being submissive, trying to please a man. And men tend to believe that masculine is not being weak, being dominant, being controlling, being powerful. And this is actually an unhealthy belief, and it's an understanding that doesn't quite match up with what real masculine or what real feminine would be. Now, we know that feminine is about creativity, it's about being, that softness, it's that warmth. And we know masculine is about being grounded, being driven, being secure, having vision and giving direction. And I want to talk to you about what I believe and what I see to be a healthy feminine, a woman going into her feminine energy, and a man going into his masculine energy. So firstly, let's look at women today. Women today are capable of taking care of themselves, and they're capable of doing the things that are also masculine. But it's about bringing in that self-awareness and awareness to go into the feminine side, which is that creative side, that free side, being authentic, being soft, being warm. But nowhere does it say about being a doorstep or doing whatever a man wants you to do, or just giving up all the time on what you want. You can show warmth, you can be creative, you can set boundaries, all at the same time of being in a feminine energy place. And as for the man, he can be secure, he can be driven and grounded, and at the same time, he can also go to a place of being in an emotional state, going on his creative side. And so what we have here is a man who is typically masculine in his daily life, but he's also in touch with his feminine side. And the masculine part to him is a healthy masculine, rather than what we would say call a wounded masculine, where the wounded masculine would be controlling, it would be dominating. It would basically be unaware of the healthy and logical ways of being masculine. And then we have a woman who is in her feminine energy. She's soft, she's warm, she's creative, but she understands that if she's a doorstep or she can't stand up for herself or she's submissive, then this is more from a place of being wounded and not having enough knowledge and confidence within herself. So I think it's really important to understand that just because we hear the word feminine or we hear the word masculine, that it doesn't mean being a certain way or doing something for a man or being a certain way for a woman, but it's about understanding what is a healthy masculine and what are the healthy masculine traits and what are the healthy feminine traits that we do want and we do want to embody. And also knowing that sometimes as a woman, she can be more of a masculine woman, and that is the way that she has been from a young age. And for a man, that he can also be a feminine man, and that's also how he has been from a young age. And whatever you typically are most of the time, you're going to attract the opposite of that. And so why this is talked about is because if you are a woman who is typically more in your masculine energy, it's mainly checking in and thinking, is this natural to me, or is there something stopping me from being in my feminine energy place? And it doesn't matter what the answer is, whether it's yes or whether it's no. But if it is about being frightened to be feminine, or a fear of some sort, or that as a child you didn't feel safe to be feminine, then you want to try and get into healing that feminine side and your understanding of what feminine is, so that you can get into both masculine and feminine and feel the benefits of each. And it's the same for a man. If you're a man that's typically in your feminine, it's just about looking back and thinking to yourself, is this because of a wound I have, or is this just natural to me? And the reason that the dating coaches and relationship coaches talk about this is because a lot of the time it's actually from a wound or it's from a belief, and that's why we can't get into our feminine or into our masculine. And so what ends up happening is, because we can't be in our natural state because of a belief or something stopping us, we actually attract somebody that typically may not be quite right for us or suit us in a relationship, and we start to feel unhappy. Because of the fact that we attract the opposite to us, if I am naturally a feminine woman, but because of my fears and my beliefs, I'm in my masculine, I'm going to go and attract a feminine man. But due to what's natural to me, I won't be able to get my needs fulfilled. So I hope in this video I've given you a little bit more understanding, and I'm definitely going to dig deeper on this and give as much information as possible. And make sure you let me know in the comments below any questions you have in particular about masculine and feminine energies, and I'd love to answer these and let you know. And see you again in my next video.